Virgo, hello there, my beautiful friends. We're going to do your general tarot reading for late August 2023. Thank you so much for joining me today. You know I appreciate each and every single one of you. So let's get right down to business as always and start you off with an oracle card here, just so we could dip our toes in the energy and see what's going on for the lovely Virgo collective. I hope you're all doing fabulous and fantastic, my friends, as we move on into Virgo season. So yeah, we are getting into your birthday season, my friends. Let's shuffle it up here. And yes, we're just going to look at this first card real quick. And then after that, we'll get into the full reading. At the very end, I'll pull you a bonus card from the Shadowland Tarot just to see what might be in the shadows or what shadow work you can lean in on, which is always interesting. But let's get it going here. Let's rock and get this first card out for Virgo. And while we do, I would just like to wish you all, especially the ones that are right on that cusp of Leo, a very happy birthday from me to you. It is Virgo season, and we are starting off with some beautiful energy, my friends. Even if the reading itself has some diciness, I love this Empress type of energy we have right here in the front. Now, there's a lot of archetypes here. It's all about creation and abundance. I love this. Before we fully get into it, though, if you're new here, I'll be speaking about the August subscriber surprise towards the end, so you might want to check that out. Also, if you could kindly illuminate that like button by tapping it right on its third eye, you know I'd greatly appreciate it. But enough of the promo, into the reading. Let's get into this. You see this individual, this woman, she's holding that baby, she is snuggling up to it. So it makes me think of several things. First and foremost, like I mentioned, this is a big card of creation, manifesting, or just building something, because she is holding that baby. That's a creation. This is a card of fertility, abundance, and blessings, and I've seen that for you in recent weeks. So this is always a very good positive sign of the energies that could be coming your way, regardless of what shows up within the reading. Another thing I always think with this card is, since it is so loving, nurturing, caring, you might be a little more soft around the edges than you normally are, right? You might need a few hugs. You might need some affection. You might be wanting to give it or receive it. That's always a big, big thing with this card. So maybe someone around you needs a big old hug. And I always say, when this energy comes out, I'll give you a big internet virtual bear hug. I got you. But this card to me is a card of abundance, and it's a card of love. And it's just a beautiful way to start off Virgo season. So let's get into tarot. And I always say that first card, it doesn't make or break the reading. It's just a little footnote for us. But it's a good way to start. So let's get these cards out here. I'm going to get you 3 in the upright before we get into the intuitive, juicy stuff. So let's shuffle it up one time. And while we get this deck ready, let's talk about last week's reading. Now, for the past month or so, there have been like a few challenging readings, but generally positive. Last week's, though, was focused on somebody you're connected to. It was titled Beware of This Person. And it did, to me, feel like there might have been somebody like waiting in the wings or possibly planning something. You know, I'm not a fearmonger, but Spirit was saying that there should be someone to keep an eye on during this time. And that energy could still bleed over. But let's see what we have for you this week. As you know, energy is very fluid, never set in stone. So only take this how it hits for you, because we could be seeing your vibe or someone you're linked to. Let's get these cards going. Let's get 3 for the Virgos in their season, my guides. Talk to me. What do we got? Yeah, there it is. Thank you. All right, so this is a good type of energy to have up front. We have fire. So even though it's a king and he's sitting on his throne, I do say this is the energy similar, like starting with a bang, starting with that fiery energy. Let's get you 2 more. What do we got? Thank you. Okay, action, movement. So the fire-air combination is showing up strong for you, my friends. 6 of Swords. Card of improvement. I'm liking this energy. So there's a lot of action. The energy isn't stagnant this week, that's for sure. And we have the Queen of Pentacles on the back end. Beautiful, especially in a Virgo reading. Okay, so similar to that Empress energy, we're seeing some positivity here. So let's go through. I'll give you the classical meanings and archetypes, then we'll get into the juicy intuitive stuff. At first look, first glance, when I look down into this box, obviously I notice that on the extreme ends, we have people, we have possible individuals. Doesn't always have to be, but court cards are always very interesting energy that could be affecting you, especially when there's one that could represent you. It doesn't matter if you're male, female, or anything in between. Queen of Pentacles is big earth sign energy, but I'm liking the action, the movement, the progression. To me, it's already feeling like this energy is sparking off and leading into this abundance. I don't want to get too intuitive just yet, but let's go one by one. Position number 1, the King of Wands. Now, for a portion of you, you might just be connected to a fire sign, so Aries, Leo, Sag. If not, Kings in tarot represent control of their respective suit. Fire. Yes, it can be volatile. Yes, it could get out of hand, out of control. But this is a big card about motivation, forward push, and attaining what you want. Spending your energy wisely, not wasting your energy on things could be very big, and you might need to put that to the forefront of whatever it is you're going through. Don't waste your energy on things that really aren't feeding back. This to me is an entrepreneurial card. It's a good card for business. It's a good card to get things off the ground. Now, as with all fire court cards, once again, it can be a little out of hand. It could be a little spontaneous sometimes. It could be a little party, but it does feel good, especially sparking off with this air energy. I feel like a lot of you, I use the word explosive, but not in a bad sense right now. Let's just see how it all goes, because we do need to clarify this for sure. But this could be all about your get up and go and your push, your motivation. In the center, we have the Six of Swords, talk about motivation, right? To me, this is a card of coming out of the choppy waters into the cool, calm, collected waters. This is a beautiful energy of improvement. This is a card I often see when someone has been going through rough things, sticky situations, and things start to get better. So all cards have a positive and negative. That's the positive of this. The challenge of the Six of Swords, there might be someone you're connected to that is wasting their energy. They might not be doing what they're supposed to be doing. Like, this can sometimes be a card of a runner, like somebody who's like trying to duck responsibility or not own up to something. That's the extreme here. But generally when I see this, the Six of Swords is a beautiful card of positivity, forward action, forward momentum, especially when we mix it with this fire energy. Now, getting to the back end, it gets even more interesting. We have the Queen of Pentacles. Like I said, that's a card that could represent you or any other earth sign. Love her. This is a big business card. So we do have two cards in this spread that are entrepreneurial in their ways, building up those funds. You might be a little more focused on your money than you normally are. But since this is a Virgo reading, this card could represent a way you might be feeling, something that could be coming towards you, but a big focus on the material. Just like the very first card in the reading, this card is a card of blessings. It's a card of abundance. It's a card of creation, fertility. This could represent mother figures as well, and creation. So we love this Queen of Pentacles. Now, the sharper side of this Queen of Pentacles could be somebody that's a little bit stubborn. You might be dealing with an individual that's a little stubborn, or something that you may have been dealing with for a long time, whether it's a problem, issue, or situation. Could be lingering when we have Pentacle energy, or it's like a long-standing type of thing. But generally, I see this as positive, and I don't want to inject challenges into the reading until the clarifiers tell us so. But once again, the way this energy is flowing to me, we have this fire and air sparking off that like explosive energy that could lead to something very, very positive here. So we're seeing a big push of energy. It's like moving forward, moving through to this Queen of Pentacles. So I want to dive deeper on all of it, Virgo. Let's jump in and clarify. All right. Let's get a good shuffle here and reset this deck. See what we got for my friends, my God, Spirit team. Talk to me. What do we got for Virgo in their birthday season? And yes, my friends, this is where I go intuitive with the message, which means I just tell you how it feels to me. So feel free to do further research or rely on your base knowledge of tarot, because as you know, every single reading is about the reader's interpretation, and I'm just giving you mine. Let's go in on that King of Wands. And yes, if you're a reader yourself, please feel free to play along. That's why the box is here. If you're feeling any messages you want to give to Virgo, you can drop it in the comments. I don't mind at all. All right, King of Wands time. What's it doing here for my friends? Why is that King of Wands here? It's a big energy card. This is a huge energy card of focus, getting your focus. What are you focused on? Okay, this could be someone that has a little bit of cold feet here, or someone that is like a little nervous to fail, which makes sense. Okay, that might be a mode you're in where you're like, oh, I don't know, I don't want to fail, I don't want to look foolish. Like, someone might be feeling like that, obviously not just you. But we have the Six of Wands in reverse, more fire showing up here. Generally, this is a card of victory. Generally, this is a card of triumph. In the reverse, this is someone that's afraid to lose. This is someone that's nervous to take a chance, take a leap of faith. So in this time, you might be extra careful about something, or Spirit could be kind of telling you, okay, be a little cautious, be careful. All right, because we'll have to see what shows up in the rest of this reading. Still, this isn't terrible, but I'm just getting a huge cautionary type of energy, whether it's Spirit telling you to be cautionary, or that's just the mode you're in right now where you're like, all right, I need to keep this slow, calm, and collected, because it just feels cautious to me. That's the best way I could put it. Someone's like, you know what, I don't want to come out on the wrong side of this thing. That's the vibe I'm picking up. I feel like I don't need to shoehorn in another message. It's not necessarily bad, and it still could lead to some very good possible wins or victories on the back end. But I would say in this time, don't waste your energy on frivolous things. In this time, like, try not to focus on the negative. Like, yes, it's good to be aware of it, but don't focus on it too much, because I could see that, like, someone harping on the negative. Obviously not you. It could be someone else that's like a negative type of individual, where they, instead of looking at the silver lining, they're looking at the other side, which, as I said already, it's good to see things for what they are and see them truthfully, as long as you don't stay there for too long. Let's keep moving. I don't want to keep blabbing here. The main thing to me is caution, okay? Like, be cautious, or somebody doesn't want to take a loss, nervous to take a leap. So let's see what's up with that Six of Swords. Could still lead to some good positivity here for sure. So why is that Six of Swords here? We have double sixes showing up. Wow, 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 my friends. We have the Ten of Cups in the upright underneath the Six of Swords. If you make a move, if you take a chance, if you take an action, if you do it right, this is huge. This is huge, my friends. The Ten of Cups is a card that is everything. I say that whenever it shows up. It's wish fulfillment, it's emotional fulfillment, it's happiness. And I'm not just pulling your leg here. Even though this person might be a little skeptical, make a move or take a chance, this Ten of Cups is a card of happy endings. Okay, so when I see it, especially with an Empress type of card, even with the Six of Wands there in reverse, this feels like someone moving towards this huge, massive winner victory, straight up. Okay, and I don't want to like really over exaggerated or anything like that, but you know what the Ten of Cups represents. This is a card, yes, it could focus on the home, it could focus on the family, interpersonal connections, and love, but this is when someone's cups are running over. So just like we saw blessings a few weeks ago, this is a beautiful positive card that there could be various different wins and victories you're moving towards. This is claimable energy for sure, right here in the center. Because remember, I said this is a card of improvement, the Six of Swords. The Ten of Cups is everything. So for a lot of you, there could be various different times coming up in the near future where you come out on top. Whether it is interpersonal relationships, whether it is work-related, money-related. I feel good things. I feel a lot of movement to the positive here. Okay, so maybe you were in a place in the past where you were a little pessimistic, you were seeing a darker side of things. You might be moving towards a more positive mindset or a more healthy mindset, which is very good. But it doesn't just have to be about the thoughts. It doesn't just have to be about the mindset. To me, this feels very, very good wish fulfillment energy. Let's see what's up with that Queen of Pentacles. Let's see if that really ties it in for us. Because remember, that's a card that could represent you. And once again, the fire-air combination, I did say it could be sparking something off, like an action, a movement towards like that explosive win victory type of energy. So for some of you, it could be something that comes in very suddenly. Let's see what's up with the Queen, though. Something that just, yeah, pops in suddenly. I like it. Thank you. Yeah, boom. There it is. Ace of Wands underneath the Queen of Pentacles. Beautiful. So half of this spread is fiery and not in a bad way. This is a new beginning, a new opportunity with that Ace of Wands. Someone who is fired up, has that passion, that drive, the desire within them. So once again, we are seeing the wins in the various different areas of life. We have the emotional fulfillment, possible interpersonal relationships and connections. Yes, we have this cautionary energy in the beginning, but this Ace of Wands is a brand new opportunity. For a lot of you, there could be a lot of business opportunities. There could be a lot of work opportunities coming in. But once again, all this fiery energy, even though we have a little bit of water tempering it a little bit, I feel like this could be an explosive win that comes in suddenly for a lot of you. Like whether it's you wanting to hit the reset button and start something fresh or start something completely new, this Ace of Wands is very much fired up. I will say for a lot of you, you might be feeling extra confident in this time, especially with the Queen of Pentacles, this Ace of Wands. You might be feeling confident, sexy. Your libido might be heightened up a little bit when we have this Ace of Wands there. Very sexual type of energy, but we're going to keep it PG. For a lot of you, I do feel there are various wins that could come in very suddenly, very explosively, and I love this message overall. So let's go through and do a quick little recap, then we'll get into the shadow card. Really positive this week, and I like it, especially rebounding off of last week's spread. But if you kindly look in the box, position number 1, we have the King of Wands with the Six of Wands in reverse. Like I said, this to me felt like someone who was a little nervous to make a move, a little nervous to make an action. They don't want to lose. It felt very cautious. So whether it was spirit saying like, hey, don't be too spontaneous, take your time with something, or it's maybe you might just be in a cautious mood right now about something. It was giving me a little bit of pessimism too. So there might be someone you're connected to that's a little pessimistic and they see things from the rougher side. In the center, we have the Six of Swords with the Ten of Cups moving towards those blessings, that positivity. Okay, so this energy does spark off with the Six of Swords, Ten of Cups. Beautiful wish fulfillment. And I said it felt like lots of wins coming in different areas. Your get up and go, your interpersonal, your family, your money, it's all here. On the back end, we have the Queen of Pentacles with the Ace of Wands in the upright. Very fiery, confident, sexy, beautiful. Love it. So for a lot of you, there could be a lot of new money opportunities. Beautiful, fresh feelings that you could hit the restart button. This is really nice. And I did say it could come in suddenly or explosively for a lot of you. So please take a screenshot of that and get you a shadow card now. Lovely energy, especially to start off Virgo season. So let's see what's in the shadows for you, my friends. And yeah, you definitely look into this spread further. I really like the vibe I'm picking up off of it. So it's in the shadows. I would claim that energy for sure. So what do we got for Virgo, please? What's in the shadows for Virgo? And I always like to end off every reading with a shadow card. I feel like it's a nice thing to do. Look within, see what you might not see coming. It's all about that shadow work, my friends. Thank you. All right, even in the shadows, we're getting positivity, and I've been seeing that with a lot of the signs this week. We got the 10 of Pentacles, very similar to the 10 of Cups, big card of influxes of money. And this is really a card that could represent the material world and material comforts. But as a shadow card, this is very stable and very positive. Now, since it is a shadow card, I do have to talk about and represent the inverse meaning of the 10 of Pentacles. It could be a card of a little stubbornness. Sometimes the 10 of Pentacles could represent somebody that is unwilling to change, unwilling to move or flex. But as a shadow card, to me, it does feel like, hey, even if you're going through a tough time, the good times are going to roll, and you might have big influxes of positivity coming in for a lot of you. Just don't be too material world focused when this shows up as a shadow card. And there's nothing wrong with it. Some people use material aspects of life as their fuel to attain things, but Spirit's just asking you not to overdo it on the material things. Watch your money and your spending in this time as well. So we're just going to put that down right there, Virgo. That's what I have for you this week, my friends. Don't click away just yet, though. I'm going to give the details of the August subscriber surprise. For the August subscriber surprise, I'll be picking 3 winners for 3 different tarot decks. It will be a winner's choice this month. So if you want the Gilded Tarot, it's your choice. If you want the Witch's Tarot or anything under $40 US, 3 winners will be chosen. So if you'd like to get your name in for that, it's 2 simple things as always, my friends. First, you must be subscribed, which I'm sure you already are. And second, let me know down in the comments what you think is the best use for tarot. Speaking to spirit, shadow work, inner work, confusion, you'll be entered to win. And at the end of the month in August, I'll announce the winners of my community tab. As always, my friends, much love. I'll see you soon.